Guardian Unlimited.
Heckle.
Hello, she's Lucy Porter.
And he's Brian Logan.
And today's Heckle is coming to you from the end of Mark Watson's 24-hour jamboree.
For the last 24 hours, Mark has been performing all around the city with his crowd following him from venue to venue. He's been tree planting at Craigmillar Castle, performing at the Stand Comedy Club, and he even held a sports day in the Meadows.
The Guardian's podcast team has been racing to keep up with him. Here are some of our highlights from the day.
He's thin! He's wonderful! He's your host! Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Mark Watson!
The long show, there's quite a bit left to go for all.
One or two text messages have been coming in. For example, from Brendan Burns. Oh, Burns is on his way. That's good. We need an aggressive man in the room.
The word panickety was made up by Lewis Carroll because he needed a rhyme for rickety, a bridge that was rickety. He thought, fuck it, panickety will do. It shouldn't do because it's not a real word. It's like me thinking, I need a punchline here, I'll just say tweep and hope for the best. Love you, poets. Yeah. Here we go. 6 hours from out.
They gave me a little shopping list. Tim put some Stilton on, which I thought was stupid, but I'm definitely getting the milk and Jaffa cakes as requested.
Turn on, this is the final. Round the elbow. This looks quicker than previous time. Over this time.
Basically, I was having lunch and got a call saying, do you want to come down and ride a bike with Mark Watson? And as a comic coming to Mark's shows, you don't want to take over, but you want to help.
Evan's 50 yards away and he can see us.
Please tell me we have footage of me telling Matthew Kelly that I make things out of my own shit.
6 o'clock and it's raining, but we're inside the tent now, and I think we're staying inside the tent until the show ends at 12.
And we'll speak to some of the punters who've stuck with Mark for the full 24 hours at the end of today's Heckle.
Before that, though, Brian interviews Reginald D. Hunter and meets a musical act with a difference.
The Heckle! Away the lads!
Well, I'm sitting in a very nice flat on Great King Street, where I've been kindly invited by Reginald D. Hunter. Hello, Reg.
Hey, man, what's happening?
How's your festival going so far?
Yeah, it's good.
So what was your thinking behind this year's show? It strikes me it's quite different to some of the stuff you've done in the past.
But see, since I'm at the age of 38, I don't watch a lot of TV. I got a better sense of what I don't like and what's bullshit. I'm figuring shit out now. Took me years to figure out why EastEnders was shit. It is shit, and I've been watching it off and on for 10 years, just mystified at the level of shitness.
This show seems to be less confrontational or less, more kind of easygoing stand-up set, more showing the kind of human side of Reg rather than the proselytizing evangelical side of Reg.
Well, see, those things that you see, I don't see them when I see myself. I've never, ever seen myself as a confrontational stand-up. There's a particular ear that people have in Britain that we don't have in America. So what may seem just as a course of conversation or jokes with me may be aggressive for someone else.
I'm saying Jewish people got a survival instinct that you can't touch, man. Your centuries of persecution. That's why when 7/7 happened in London, I remember for the first couple of days, people in London running around like chickens with their heads cut off. Oh my God, it's happening here. Should I stop taking the tube? Should I move further out of the city? Fuck that. I took a stroll through Golders Green, one of the most heavily populated Jewish areas in London. I saw the Jews were still there, and I knew it was gonna be all right. Because when the Jews go missing, it's time to get the fuck out. Don't ask nobody shit. Just, you should have a code with your friends. What's up, man? Jews missing, my shit is already packed.
So, I mean, it's tempting to say Reginald D. Hunter puts controversy behind him, but actually, after last year's anti-Semite hoo-ha, one of the first things you do in this show is make another joke in which the Jewish community is a central object. So you're obviously not backing down on that score.
I didn't find last year's show controversial, and I found people who found my show controversial to be perhaps a bit sheltered in their existence. So I'm still quite amazed at people's reaction to some of the things I do. I'm amazed that some people will bother to be upset by something any comedian says.
I was at a gig in Birmingham and another comic, who shall remain nameless, wasn't doing particularly well. And from the back of the room, someone shouted out, "Oi mate, are you on faking it?" I wet myself.
Now, the art form that is musical comedy seems to attract as many critics as it has admirers.
And there's one musical act at the Fringe with his first solo show this year who's doing things differently. not least because he refuses to speak at all. I went to meet him.
I've just seen Richard Madeley in a lift. I've just seen Richard Madeley in a lift. Richard Madeley, up, down, Richard Madeley. I've just been with Richard Madeley in a lift. I've just seen Richard Madeley on a bus. I've just seen Richard Madeley on a bus. Richard Madeley, tickets please, it's Richard Madeley. I've just been with Richard Madeley on a bus. I've just seen Richard Madeley in a shop. I've just seen Richard Madeley in a shop. Richard Madeley, enter your pin please, Richard Madeley. I've just been with Richard Madeley in a shop. What are the chances of having been with Richard Madeley in all of these things? 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000, 1 in 1,000,000, 1 in 1,000,000,000. Probably not, because I am Judy Finnegan.
So, Tom Basden, you have a show up here called Tom Basden Won't Say Anything, in which I understand you don't speak at all. I've heard that instead of actual talking, you have sight gags and you sing songs. Is that the case? Okay, well, can we hear another one of those songs then?
I know a man called Neil who is fighting in Iraq. He's been there for just over a year. Although he's not in the army, he's just keen to get stuck in. He drove there from Calais in his Fiat. Are his actions brave or reprehensible? It's certainly a harebrained scheme. Is Neil a twat or is Neil a hero? In his own words, he's living the dream. He's made a gun that fires fireworks out of an old piece of pipe and wears a Spider-Man outfit he got off eBay. He emailed saying so far he had killed 45. Nearly all of them were adults. Oh, look shifty! Are his actions brave or reprehensible? It's really not my place to say. Is Neil a twat or is Neil a hero? Often the two things are the same. For example, Jamie Oliver.
It's almost midnight and Mark Watson's 24-hour show is drawing to a close. Let's join him for the final few moments.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, Mark's made it through the full 24 hours, and so have a good number of punters.
Let's have a chat to them if they're still awake.
It was all brilliant. It was just a huge adventure. It was just amazing.
And would you do it again?
Definitely, yes.
Wow. Now? How do you feel?
I actually have quite a bit of energy. I could go out drinking. I definitely don't want to go home to bed.
I think you should. I think you should relish your triumph at getting through 24 hours. So how did you prepare for the 24-hour jamboree?
Well, to be honest, I didn't actually think I was going to be doing the 24-hour jamboree. I even had tickets booked for shows today. Quite a few of them actually. And when we had to pledge that we were going to do the 24 hours, I didn't even pledge because I was pretty certain that I wasn't going to do the 24 hours.
But you just couldn't drag yourself away.
It was too much fun.
I don't really know where I am or what I'm doing, but I'm awake, so that's good.
Well, we can show you home if you need. Do you want a cab?
No, I'm off to another show now, actually.
Is there no end to your endurance? So were there any times when you thought you were about to drop?
There was never any times when I thought I would ever leave, but I was nodding off there at about 9 o'clock this afternoon.
9 o'clock this afternoon,
Tonight,
you see,
yeah.
that's how disoriented they are.
So there you have it, and that's also the end of today's Heckle.
Catch up with all of Guardian Unlimited's Edinburgh coverage at guardian.co.uk/Edinburgh 2007.
We're off to have a drink now.
Yeah, but not together.
So until tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Guardian Unlimited.